Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the iMac Pro. Now before we even get into the performance, let's take a look inside the box. So it comes in this brown box, typical stuff at the sign for it, of course. And you guys know my unboxing skills. You guys see I have two cameras. I just love what I do, man. The iMac Pro handles all my tasks flawlessly, and I just can't wait to talk about the performance. But the box and the presentation, it's your typical Apple form. They give you a lot of tabs. You know, you don't have to really use your unboxing knife too many times, and you know, the box is beautiful. I'm gonna definitely keep this in my basement. And yeah, revealing it inside, you're presented with the iMac Pro itself right away, along with the power cable underneath it. And yeah, it's your typical iMac plug, but just in black. You have your space gray keyboard, and I didn't get the Magic Mouse. I got the Magic Trackpad because I love using the trackpad, especially for surfing the web. You do get your black lightning cable, and this is my dad taking it out and seeing how thin it is, because we're coming from the 2009 iMac, and this is just a family computer for all of us, for me, my brother, my mom. This is anyone's computer in a sense. This is a family one. Now taking it out the sleeve, you can see that big, beautiful, gorgeous 27-inch 5K Retina display. Taking it off the plastic, I know it's not the most professional environment, but you know, I did the best I can. And that is our 2009 iMac. It even has a CD drive. Kids say they don't even understand what a CD drive is, but taking the iMac Pro, 14 core, 64 gigabytes of RAM, beauty right there, and it take up the entire wall on the corner there. One thing I love about unboxing tech is just the fact how I can just take it off the plastic and just hearing the plastic rattling, and I just want you guys to experience that. Now taking a look at the specs real quick, me and my dad went all out on this one. We have a 14 core 2.5 gigahertz Intel Xeon processor, the Radeon Pro Vega 64 with 16 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabyte of SSD, and the total cost of it is $8,907, pretty much $9,000 for this iMac Pro. And the question is why? Now, as you guys know, I am a YouTuber. I edit videos pretty much all day, every day. Although 14 is a little overkill, but we gotta look at the future of everything. This thing is gonna last us probably until 2035, 2030. We want to future-proof ourselves as much as we can, just to avoid slowdowns and problems in the near future. So we wanted to get the most powerful thing as we can today, so we don't have to have the problems later on. But one thing I'm not a fan of is the design of the iMac Pro. This thing looks just like the regular iMac, but just in space gray. Now, I think Apple should have, you know, lower down the bezels, make the bezels smaller, or have it edge to edge. I'm waiting for that time to come, but we just have to patiently wait for that. And now in terms of the ports, of course, we have all our ports here: Type C, USB-A, SD card, headphone jack, Ethernet, which is a 10 gigabit. In terms of the size and weight, it's pretty much the same thing as the regular iMac, but just the space gray and the power. I wish the keyboard was backlit. That would have been really nice. I do appreciate the new keyboard taking the lightning cable to charge it up. We're coming from a keyboard where it takes batteries and it dies so quickly. But if you're planning on buying an iMac Pro today, I would upgrade the processor. Try to focus on the processor as much as you can, because the RAM, just close out some applications and you'll free that RAM. The storage, get an external hard drive to get more storage on your computer. And in terms of the graphics card, yes, but overall, using the iMac Pro for a little over 2 weeks, which is hard to believe it's 2 weeks already, May 15th, that's just crazy. This thing is a beast. That's the best thing I can say. It's a beast. It's a pricey. You do have the same old design. You can't upgrade the RAM in the near future, but the power. And coming from a 2009 iMac to the iMac Pro, it's literally a big leap, a day and night difference. I mean, we're coming from a dual core to a 14 core, then the RAM, 12 gigabytes of RAM, which we did spec it out to the maximum capacity. Originally it was 8 gigabytes of RAM. And don't even get me started with the graphics. I mean, the graphics is a huge leap. This computer is only truly for graphic designers. If you're just gonna be a casual computer user, surf the web, check your emails, this is not for you. Don't waste your money on all that power and not utilize it. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, I am giving the iMac Pro a certified Pops approval. This thing is a beast. It's a cheetah. It's a lion. All the words that represent fast in the book, this thing definitely defines it. Now you think this is fast? You think this is expensive? You ain't seen nothing yet.
This is the new Mac Pro.
Apple just pulled that hold my beer moment to the iMac Pro users. Video on that coming soon. Make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on so you guys can be notified. And also comment down below, what do you guys think about the iMac Pro now when Apple just announced the Mac Pro? You think it's worth the pickup in 2019? Let me know in the comments. But I'm still happy. No displays, no stands to buy. Yeah.